Yesterday, I talked about the parade of economic lies that wrecked the banks and are now wrecking regular Americans who actually thought policymakers were telling the truth. So why do they lie? The key is that policymakers know they're lying. Literally, the Fed openly, even proudly, bundles it into, quote, forward guidance, where they try and deceive people into thinking the numbers are better than they are. They do this because they hope it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If the plebs think inflation is transitory, maybe it will be transitory. Maybe businesses won't raise their prices to cover higher costs. Maybe workers won't ask for a big raise. Or if they convince the plebs that the economy is doing just fine, maybe it will do just fine. People won't save. They'll keep spending like there's no tomorrow. Businesses will not build up reserves. Of course, as I wrote in the newsletter, this deception leaves people completely unprepared. At which point those same leaders pretend to sheepishly admit they were wrong, that they'll go fix the model so it doesn't happen again, when in reality, they lied. And they'll lie again. It is literally policy. This systemic deception is a key part of the Keynesian playbook, where anything is possible if you just deceive the people. In their minds, economic failures like inflation or recession are largely psychological phenomenon to be combated with yet more psychology. In other words, lies. The boom-bust cycle itself becomes, quote, irrational exuberance or animal spirits, a kind of mass delusion that the grown-ups at the Fed correct like rebuking a child. Anybody who points out the emperor has no clothes, that maybe things are bad, is attacked as a conspiracist or even blamed for setting off the inflation or recession. They did this to Trump in 2016 when the economy was slowing. They did it to George W. back in 2000. Remember last year, Jack Dorsey saying we're headed to hyperinflation, and he got savaged. As for the banks, there's an infamous 12-minute video from last year of FDIC commissioners actually laughing how fragile the banks are and how this must be kept from the public. One commissioner said, quote, "The public has more faith and confidence than maybe the people in this room do," to which the others literally laughed. The commissioner went on to note that a, quote, select crowd of institutional bankers will, quote, find a way to understand this, but the general public should not know. So, no, they are not trying to protect you. They are trying to lie to you on purpose. And they fully intend to keep lying. Because the lies are the duct tape and bubble gum holding the whole thing together. Their only hope of pulling off the impossible, like, say, printing 1/3 of all dollars without causing inflation, or banning entire industries, including energy, and then rebuilding the entire economy on unicorn farts. So how to fix it? Simple, fire the whole gang. Restore the separation of economy and state that built this country, that made America into the model for the world. Revive the pre-FDR Lochner era when economic rights were co-equal to political rights, so you could work for any wage, you could sell any product that didn't hurt consumers. Back then, we had no need, had no use for leaders whose only talent is how to break things and lie about it. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.